Hello Runescape, Runemetrics here with a new video, and how is everyone doing? 2016 has definitely been a long year, and within Runescape has seen a range of updates going from incredible graphical reworks, wilderness updates and exciting quests. However, with the nearly weekly updates, something is bound to go wrong, and not every update will fall in taste with the community. For this reason, and for the 4th year in a row, I have asked you guys to vote on your suggestions for the top 5 worst updates of 2016. Let's take a look. The first 3 items on the list were very close together. With over 1,000 players voting on the poll, there were only 19 votes between number 5 and number 3, which is saying a lot on how close this was. However, on number 5, with 30% of you guys voting this as one of the worst updates of the year, we find the 27th skill of RuneScape, Invention. Released on the 25th of January, Invention was the first elite skill. To start training Invention, a player would need level 80 divination, crafting and smithing. The feedback on the release was incredibly mixed, as the skill was released with several flaws and bugs. Especially when the first player to reach 99 did so in under 24 hours, it did not contribute to Jagex' earlier promises saying it would take weeks to train the skill to 99. With lacking content and a batch 2 that was later scrapped, Invention did not fall in favor with every player, coming in as the 5th worst update of 2016. Number 4. Also with 30% of the votes, we find the secondary Halloween event, Walk Like a Zombie. Though I usually wouldn't feature treasure hunter promotions on this list, Walk Like a Zombie offered content and playable challenges that did not require keys to participate in, which is why I decided to let this be on the list. However, for the ones of you that would disagree and say that treasure hunter promotions are still biased, I can say that Sliska's endgame hit number 6 on the list and would have been on here if it wasn't for this update. However, Walk Like a Zombie was released on the 27th of October and was, as mentioned, a treasure hunter promotion which let the players complete a set of tasks in order to unlock various rewards, like the infected zombie outfit and the zombie walk animation. The promotion was, however, deemed boring and ridiculously hard to complete without buying a large number of keys. Being known as a card event, this type of promotion was a great success in February in the form of the Zodiac training promotion, which received great feedback for being possible to complete without the use of keys. However, when the Walk Like a Zombie turned out to be grindy and required a large amount of time to do, it did not fall in favor with the community, hitting 4th on this list. Number 3. Coming on the list with 32% of the votes, we find Runemetrics. Released on the 22nd of February, Runemetrics was created to be an upgrade to the XP counter and be an XP and drop tracking tool in-game. It would also later on replace the popular website app, the Adventurer's Log. Due to being deemed expensive compared to the features it offered, and that some of the paid-for features had little relevance to what Runemetrics was made to do, it received hard criticism from the RuneScape community, placing in 3rd place for the worst updates of the year. Number 2. With 44% of the votes, we find Deathmatch. Released on the 26th of September, the Deathmatch minigame replaced a Crucible in an attempt to revive PvP minigames. The aim was to kill as many players as you could possibly do within 10 minutes. The minigame was in development for a long time and had their own design documents on the forums, letting players suggest improvements and give feedback during its development. However, on the release, the minigame was already heavily impacted by teamers and players who rigged in order to get faster rewards. Rewards that already would take several hours to obtain, which to most players was simply not worth it. The minigame also got criticism for the way PvP works with the EOC, and was called dead upon release, which unfortunately also was the case. And that also brings us to number 1, which is the only update on the list that over half of the voters voted on, being 59% of the voters, the unfortunate loser of the year being the worst update of 2016, Bounty Hunter. Having a lot of the same issues as his little brother Deathmatch, Bounty Hunter was an attempt to revive PvP in RuneScape 3, but with little success. Getting criticism for being rigged and for being played only by a small number of players who tried to cheat the system, Bounty Hunter flopped early on after the release. Players were not happy with the minigame reward system, which required players to get long kill streaks without dying. The community also felt high-risk PvP minigame no longer belonged in RuneScape due to the way the evolution of combat works and is recognized as non-PvP friendly. Despite its development with involvement from the community, Bounty Hunter did not do well with the player base and thus receiving the most votes and claimed the spot as the worst update of the year. And that is it for this time. If you enjoyed the video and you want to know what the best updates of the year are, do check out the top 5 best updates of 2016 by clicking on the annotation on the screen, the info card in the corner, or the link in the description. Also, do feel free to comment below what your personal top 5 worst updates of the year are. That's always interesting to read. My name is Runemetrics, and I'll see you guys later.